Hello again. This is our next video that we're making for our HTML tutorials. Continuation from the one we had last time, which was our first HTML web page, just a real simple template. So I have that document right here opened up, and I'm continuing on from what we did last time. So HTML template 1.html, and it's saved in that folder on my desktop. I'm going to use some of this. I don't want to retype it all. So I'll go to File, Save As, and this is going to be in the same folder on here. And again, don't forget we're saving this as a hypertext markup language file. I'm going to call this one HTML tags 1.html. This is going to be all one word, all lowercase again. We'll click Save. Alright, and we have it up there, saved properly. Alright, we're going to make a few changes here. The title up here, obviously we want to change that. This isn't our first HTML web page anymore. We want to call this HTML tags. We'll just call it HTML tags. This isn't all of them. This is just some we'll be using for some early projects. We'll leave the character set at UTF-8, and then we'll get down here to the body part. I'm going to hit enter here a few times. So if you remember last time, we have our H1, we have our header here. That's like our headlines for our web page. So I'm just going to put on here, this is a large header, or this is a large headline. Alright, and then right underneath that, I'm going to put in a tag for H2. Say, this is a slightly smaller large headline. Just to give you an idea, you can do several of these. We're just going to do 3 for right now. So we're going to go H3. This is an even smaller large headline. I'll let you play around with it and see how far down it can go. Alright, and I'm going to take out this paragraph part here. Real quick, I'm going to hit the save button. Then I'll go to run and launch in Chrome. Alright, and you can kind of see what's going on here. So each time you add a number after the H by default with HTML5, it's going to make those slightly smaller. Alright, so just something to kind of show you right there. Okay, and then we're just going to keep adding all these to the same part on this website, on this web page. Okay, so we did have a paragraph there before. I'm just going to put on here, here is some regular text in a paragraph for my web page. Alright. Click Save, go to Run, launch in Chrome. Alright. So that's still working on there like that. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to put on here is a tag that can be useful as you're making your web pages and these kind of things. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to put greater than less than sign. I'm going to go exclamation mark hyphen hyphen, and then I'm going to type in here, here are some comments I have typed that won't show up on the browser. Alright, so I hit save, go to run, launch in Chrome, and you'll see that doesn't show up on here anywhere. Alright, and so sometimes it's useful to have comments for documentation and those type of things, either while you're working on projects to let you know what your thought processes were and those kind of things, or for tutorials and things like that. So it can be kind of useful. Alright, the next thing we're going to put on here is going to be a horizontal rule. So HR, I'm going to put a slash. Alright, so this is just one object here, just like this here. I don't have to close this up. That's just how you create these, and the same with the horizontal rule. I don't open and close it. I just have that as one element. And I'm going to click save. And we can go to run, launch in Chrome. And you see we get our horizontal line right here. We'll do some more things with that in a little bit. Alright, pretty easy things so far. Okay, so now we're going to do this. We're going to put in another paragraph here. Alright, and we can do this. I'm going to type in, here is some text for my web page. And then I'm going to put this on here. Goodness. Alright, inside of these brackets, I'm then going to put a BR, then a slash. Alright, and then I'm going to go here. This is more text, but found on the next line. Alright, so I can include one paragraph, but then choose where it's going to break. Alright, so I'm going to click save here. And let's check this out inside the Chrome browser so you can see how that works. Kind of useful. Alright. Moving on to some more examples. I can create another paragraph here. Alright, and inside this one here, this is how you would create some bold text. Alright, now on both sides of the word bold, I'm going to put a tag here. I'm going to type in strong. And then I'm going to close with strong. Alright, and underneath that one, we can put another one on here. This is how you make some italicized text. Alright, and here we can go EM, emphasizing text, /EM. Alright, so here's a couple things with this. I'm going to click save, run, launch in Chrome, and you can see this right here. There's our bold text, here's our italicized text. Alright. Alright, closing out of that and moving right along here. let's see. We can also add styles to our text, and so we put emphasis on like one word here and this kind of stuff, but you can actually put a style for a whole tag. So for example here, I can go here, let's make a paragraph, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to give this paragraph a style. So go p style is equal to, and then I'm going to put in quotation marks, color colon, and we're just going to say we're going to make every bit of text that's in this bracketed paragraph, in this tagged paragraph, we're going to make it red. Alright? And then after that I'm going to put a semicolon. Anytime you put multiple styles, you separate them with semicolons, so I like to put the semicolon there. So that's ready in case I want to add something else next time. And after that, this is just like this up here, only the difference is we're saying everything in this paragraph is going to be red. So I can type my text now how I normally would. This is regular text, but red color. Alright, and we're finished with that, and I do have to close that still, but I just close it with the /p. Alright, so let's take a look at this and see how it shows up in our browser. Go to Run, go to Chrome, and you can see this down here. Alright, pretty easy, pretty cool. Alright, moving along here now. We can also do this. Let's make we can make this, just to switch it up here, this is a header, and actually we can center these and align these and all that stuff too. So I'm going to go H1, and if I'm going to change the style, H1 style is equal to quotation marks and text align colon, and I'm going to type in center followed by a semicolon. And not only can, like I mentioned up here, I can have multiple tags or multiple styles for each of these. Okay, so here I'm going to say text align center, and let's also change the color to blue semicolon and close my quotation marks. And here I can type and say, here is how you can add multiple styles to the same element. And close that up. Alright, so let's click Save. Go to Run, launch in Chrome, and here we have our headline right there. Kind of cool. Alright, let's run through a few more of these quickly. So let's see here. We did right there. Alright, we can do this. Let's make a paragraph element. And in this one here, I'm going to put a style inside this paragraph style and background color. And so here we can use any kind of color. You can also use hex values for this too. You can find those on Google for hex values for various colors, but it does recognize some colors by text, obviously. So let's just say background color is going to be yellow. and put my semicolon here. Okay, and then I'm going to put here this text has a background color. /p. Alright. I'm going to click save here. Go to run. Launch in Chrome, and you'll see this whole line here has that background color. So you could make a whole section of your web page have a certain background color to it. Okay, here we could do this. We could have some text here, and I'm just going to put some random text here, and then I'm going to put in a tag here, SUP. This is raised slightly. Alright. And I'm going to continue my other text here. Okay, and then in a similar fashion, I'm just going to put some letters in here to again illustrate this. Oop. And this time I'm going to put in sub. This lowered slightly. Close my subtext, subscript, and I can put this in here. So let's look at these and see how this looks. Run, launch in Chrome. So we have that text is raised and slightly smaller. This one is lowered. So you can kind of see how those work. That can be useful. Alright, a few other things we can do is we can actually highlight things as well. I shouldn't have had yellow be my background color for that, but you'll be able to see this. So let's put another paragraph here, and we just have some boring text here. And then let's say we wanted to highlight something. So I could mark and say this is highlighted. And close the mark. Alright, save. Go to run, launch in Chrome, and you can see here by default this is usually going to be yellow background with black text. So it looks just like this up here, but remember up here we could have typed in any color for that, and this made this whole section have a background color, whereas this is just highlighting a certain part of your text that you wanted highlighted. So that's there. We can also add block quotes for long quotations. So in here I'm going to just type this in as block quote. Alright, here is some text as a block quote. Alright, and then back here I can close. Alright, and then the other thing, let's save that, make sure that looks correctly here. Okay, so when we have block quote, it kind of indents it over. It changes the margins on the sides for it. Alright, and then after that we can also put in here del, this text has a line through it. Right, save. Look in Chrome. Alright, so there you have your strike through text. Underneath that, we can put another one on here. This is another type of quotes. These would be like for quotes inside of an excerpt or something. So if I have a paragraph and I have some text on here, and then here I can put in my brackets and put in a Q here and close out the Q. This is a quote that I want emphasized within other text, and I'll close out the paragraph here. Let's go to save, run, launch in Chrome, and you can see right here they put the quotation marks right around it. Alright, a few more here we'll do. This one here is kind of a cool Mouseover effect with the text. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in here ABBR title equals, and in here I'm going to put on this is a Mouseover effect. Alright, and then I'm going to close that up. Alright, now over here is going to be the text. So I'm just going to put on here example. Alright, and then on the reverse side of that I have to close my /ABBR. And if we click here and save and run this in Chrome, and you'll see the word example here. And when I mouse over it, this is a Mouseover effect. So you can have a title on there for something that tells more information about it. So there's that. Let's see. We've put multiple styles together already. Sometimes you may want to change the color of just one word inside of a paragraph, for example. So to show you what I mean, I'm just going to put some words here. This is a paragraph that has the word, I don't know. I'm just going to say that has different colors in it. Alright. Okay, so here's our paragraph. Now let's say right here I want to change the word colors to a different one. And also just to kind of illustrate here how to use hex values for colors too. So I'm going to put my tag here, and I'm going to use the span. Alright, and span, and then I'm going to choose style. So I'm going to choose style of just a section inside of this paragraph. So style equals color. Oops. Equals color colon, and here I'm going to put in my pound sign and 00 FFFF. Alright, and there's that. And close it up. And then over on the other side of the word colors, I'm going to close my span tag. Okay, so save. Now I can go to run, launch in Chrome, and as you can see here we have this light blue color down here. couple more things here that could be useful. Right here, I'm going to actually show you how you can change the characteristics or the style of your horizontal rule. We can actually make a style for that. So here's HR, like what we used up above, for this one to make a simple horizontal line. And I can click in here, HR style equals quotation marks, and I can change the background color, and I'm going to make the background color red, and I'm going to make the border color red so it matches. And the width is going to be just still the width of our screen here. We'll leave that as it is, but we'll change the height for this, and we will make this be 5 pixels for the height. Alright, we'll close that all up. Click Save and Run. Launch in Chrome. And you can see here now we have a thicker line that's 5 pixels tall. So that can be useful. There's also these type of elements, these element codes that are kind of cool. I'm going to put this inside of a paragraph here, and you can Google these and look them up online and see all sorts of different types of ones that they have. But on here I'm just going to put I, and then I'm going to use the and sign and type hearts, semicolon, and then I'm going to put in web design class. And here I can close my paragraph right here. Alright, let's look in here on Run, Launch in Chrome. And you can put different symbols and things like that that are recognized. You have to be careful when you use these, because some browsers will work better than others, and some character sets and things of that nature, but it is something that's kind of fun to play around with from time to time. Alright, so we have those on there. Last thing I guess I'll show you before we wrap this up is starting to get kind of long. Up here where the body is, I can actually even change the style for the whole body of the web page. So right after the word body, I'll put in style and equals and quotation marks, and I'm going to put in here background color gray. So this is going to be kind of ugly, but that's alright. It's just to illustrate this. And then I can also put in here color, which refers to the text color, green, semicolon, quotation marks. Alright, click Save. We'll go to Run, Launch in Chrome. Brace your eyes, brace your eyes. And now you can see all the text on this is green, unless we specified it with the tag, you know, like where we made this one turn to red, that stayed red, but all the regular text switched to green. So again, this is a lot of different tags, and there's way more that you can find online, but these ones will kind of help get you rolling for things to play around with, experiment with, see what you can make, and then we'll kind of be using these for our little assignments as we continue to work through here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a thing or two, and we'll catch you on the next tutorial.